Welcome everybody! So this time I'm playing Etrian Odyssey, though I'm going to be doing a challenge variant of the normal gameplay. So instead of the standard play, I'm going to be doing what I'm going to call a death march. Basically, whenever a character dies, they're dead for good. Permadeath. I'm only allowed to recruit, I'll have 5 adventurers at a time, and of course, when an adventurer is dead, normally you have to pay to revive them. In order to recruit new ones, I'm going to have to pay for the revival of my dead recruits before I can recruit a new one. That means, should I have a party wipe, everyone's set back to level 1. The only other rule that I'm doing is you bury the adventurers with their gear, so I can't just, take the gear off them and put them on a new character. Now, for those who don't know how Etrian Odyssey works, just a quick overview. You've got a party of 5 adventurers who go exploring the labyrinth, as they'll explain here. And it's not going to let me... Really? Damn it. Well, the illusion's broken. I can only use the touchscreen. Actually, that'll do. Yeah, this is running on an emulator because can't do DS capture. It is a lot more complicated than it is worth. Okay, so I'm going to do myself as an adventurer because, of course. And now we have our classes. Now you'll notice the Ronin and Hexer are not available. We unlock them later. So for the moment, I have the Landskeet, Survivalist, Protector, Dark Hunter, Medic, Alchemist, and Turnabout. Now, for those who don't know these classes very well, your Landskeet is your basic melee class. They're good with most weapons and are based on, I believe it's the German mercenary of the same name. The Survivalist is your basic ranger class, so they're good with ranged weapons and they have certain advantages in terrain movement. Protector is your tank sort of class, high defense, good frontliner. Dark Hunter, I believe, is a status imbuer, so they inflict status ailments and get bonuses for attacking weakened or enemies that have a status already inflicted. Medic is your healer class. Alchemist is what we have as a mage, so they have elemental skills. And Turnabout is a bard, so they have skills that allow you to get extra turns, buff party, and that sort of thing. So I'm going to pick a Protector because I'm a stickler for defensive classes. We'll go with this one. Of course, we're going to register another adventurer. Yeah, let's see. I've got 2 frontliners, I've got a healer. I really should take the alchemist, and I'm thinking the turnabout. I know this is the male, but honestly, I prefer that icon. And some people will get the joke. No. Okay, so now that we have that done, we're going to go into formation and set our party up. So while they have 6 positions, you can only have 5. So you can either have 3 in the front or 3 in the back and 2 in the other area. Yeah, so this is basically our tutorial section. We get given a basic map and we have to finish mapping it in order to get access to more missions. Now, this is where we revive. Now, the cost of reviving a character is based on their level, so as we get further into the game, it's going to get more and more costly to replace our recruits when they die. Now, there are revival items. I'm not allowed to use them. I just have to sell them off for what they are, and I'm placing a rule that I'm not allowed to use the teleport items either. So we're going to head to the pub. I don't think that we can get any missions at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, so we can't get any missions from there yet. We'll get through this bit of dialogue quickly. Yeah. So we can save the game here. Taking a nap will advance time. You'll notice that in the left-hand corner of the screen. So as time moves forward, certain things will change in the labyrinth. Like when it moves from day to night, monsters appear more often and you get some more aggressive monsters. Yeah, this allows us to walk to different areas of the labyrinth as we get further in, but right now we don't have any. I believe there's one about every 5 floors or so, at least starting off. I haven't finished this game before. So we'll just enter the labyrinth normally. So you'll notice on the left-hand side there where I've got the subscreen, the map. Now I've set it to automatically update. Right, I forgot to use the skill points. Let's quickly do that. Here we go. So these are our skills that we have access to. Now, each character has different skills that they can get. You get 3 skill points at the start, and I believe you get a skill point every time you level up. Now, most of the time, skill points will cost 1. Each one gives you a different perk. So most characters will have 3 ups that they can do to a stat, and then weapon 1s. So I will start that one off. Yep, there is front guard and back guard. I really want to grab probably front guard at the moment, because that'll give me a bonus, and I probably should learn mine. Oh, there's free skill. Free, I think, mine, forage, and take, which makes it easier to get extra items from different areas. So we'll get take to level 1. Since they're in the front line, I want to put HP up first. And whips tend to have more status ailments, so I'll go for whips. Oh, you'll notice, even if I HP up, they don't get the HP automatically. So the only way to recover HP is to rest or... Yeah, very important. If you don't learn heal and cure, you don't have the healing ability. And he has chop. Okay, so this one is increases the party's attack, increases the party's defense, increases the party's speed. I'm going to go defense for the moment because I'll be in trouble if I run out. Let's see. Poison, Volt, Ice, Fire. I'm going to take all these base ones. He won't have any elemental skills at the moment, but that means that we'll be able to learn them later. And I'm pretty sure that he has chop, yeah. So that's all of them. So you'll notice now that we have chop, mine, and take there. So that means that we get bonuses when we use them, but each character can only has a limited number of uses. In later games, this would change. Yeah, we don't have any equipment at the moment. So we're pretty bare bones as far as gear. Okay. There he is. Really? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so we just have to walk around. Now you'll notice in the bottom right-hand corner there, it might not be very large, a little symbol that's gotten red. That's the indicator as to whether we're going to end up in an encounter, like now. So these guys are all in the same row, and we've just got to go about trying to beat them all before they kill us. Eesh. Yeah, at the moment I don't have a lot of attack power. Eesh. Eesh. Yeah, I'm in dire straits already. Oof. So that's our first victory, and a bit of a taste of how battles work. Not a lot of experience, but it is how it is. Yep, the compendium updated. Yeah, so if we had picked that up, we would have entered into an encounter, and considering our level and our damage output at the moment, we probably would have been trounced. I really can't afford that to happen. I'm probably going to take on one more fight in this area, and then head back out and rest. So you'll notice that my backline characters aren't doing a lot of damage at the moment. That's in part due to them, well, the mechanic of whichever character, the lines that characters in make them easier or harder to hit. So the further you are away from the enemy, the harder it is to hit them with particular weapons. There we go. Enemies down. And we'll gain a little bit more experience and have a few more items to sell. So right now I want to get out of here, because we don't have a way of recovering TP at the moment. And once we run out of TP, we're done for. So this will heal us and we go through till morning. It only costs us a little bit to sleep at the moment, so that's not a terrible thing. So now we'll go to the shop. So what we'll do first is we'll sell our items that we picked up. And now you've seen that mechanic. When we sell items, after so many of certain items have been sold, new items become available. Of course, when doing that, certain problems like some gear won't be available. So I want one of them. Should probably look at weapons as well. Nah, they're all our level. Accessories, what do we have? Defense +1 / resistance, defense and extra HP. These really aren't worth me buying at the moment. And decreased encounter rate, which we don't really care about. I didn't want to go into the draw option, I wanted to go into equip. I'm going to put shield on and then add tweed, so that gives us a good bit of armor. Now, only has tweed. I'd like to give her a little more defense, to be honest, because you saw how things went there. Actually, I might buy a couple of these. Yeah, that should do. Reason being, +1 agility will be nice, because it means that our healer can go earlier in combat, and our bard goes earlier in combat, because we really want those two to go ahead. I want to check what weapon. Knife. Ugh. Wand. Knife. Wand. Not brilliant. I'm going to buy a whip. You'll notice there that line of letters tells us which characters can and can't use them. We could do with 2 of them. The bard's currently using the knife, which is better than the wand. The whip is 7, which is better than the knife, so I'm going to buy 1 whip. And I'm going to buy 2 of them. Yeah, this is a very drawn out process at the moment. So tech is the magic in this game. So the higher a character's tech, the more magic damage they can deal. Or it also affects healing. So we want to make sure that those 2 stats are pretty high. We don't get much for selling this stuff back, but in all honesty, we didn't pay for it, so that's all good. Back into the labyrinth. We don't have a lot left in order to fill this area out, but now that we're a bit more armoured and got some better weapons, we should be okay for some of the encounters. The main issue with these things is they can inflict status ailments, or at least a variant of them can. I'm not quite sure if these ones can. No, it's the other. Yeah. So, we'll get more into status ailments as we encounter more of them. But, like, different status ailments can cause different, like, effects. Like, your binds restrict what skills you can use. I'm going to do a front guard. I'm going to defend because I really don't want to lose characters this early on. So I've put as much defense on the heli as I can. Yeah, you probably noticed with that I was able to go back. The commands aren't set until you complete the last character's command. That was some good experience, and we're nearly at our first level up. I'm probably going to let this run for a little longer before I finish up the episode. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, you can see that I can tell that they're picking on my high damage dealer. And we're out of the danger. Because the tree rat isn't as dangerous. So close. Now that goes down to the lower route. If I remember correctly, there is a... What condition are we in? Pretty good condition. Our TP is pretty dry, so we'll probably have to leave. I might save people the time and go rest up and then get back into finishing this labyrinth off next time. So until then, the death march continues. So long as nothing happens, we will start the recording when we are back out safely. Well, we just saw an enemy flee for the first time. It makes our life a little easier. This could have gone south very easily. And our first level up. Now they won't show us the upgraded stats. So I guess the episode is continuing a little earlier than I expected. Yep, so we have 1 skill point. So that will give us elemental defense. That gives us a new skill, and we have extra defense overall. Learn a skill and increase our max TP. Honestly, we probably want more defense for the moment. Provoke. That'll be useful. It's basically a taunt skill which forces the enemy to target us first. Now, Viper. Chance of poisoning the enemy. Not really that useful at the moment, and I don't think we have any other skills at the moment. We haven't used TP, so we'll take attack up for now. Which just allows us to deal more damage. Great. Speed, so that means that skill will go earlier. I think we'll just go for healer at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be really useful to learn patch up later. Extra attack, extra speed. Neither of those are an issue. We might increase our TP though, since we will be using a lot of TP on she doesn't have more skill points. I was delusional. So right now I want fire, because those moths are weak to fire. And we'll get ourselves out of here and heal up. If we can manage to. Oh, and our first encounter with a mole. Great! Yeah, the mole's dangerous. He's probably the strongest enemy in this floor. At least we took the wood fly out. I'm going to guard again. I'm pretty sure he doesn't take much from... Eek. Thank God. That could have gone south very quickly. So I'm going to take this quick opportunity to skills, cure, and heal Helly up. Oh, fun thing, I won't run into an encounter in this area. So, interesting thing, how encounters work in this game is each tile has a value that when you step on it increases a hidden counter, which increases the value of that little thing in the corner there. Once you get to a high enough value, you can end up in an encounter. I always wondered how that worked with the encounters, and so I looked into it. I remember why. Nope, that's not why. That's why. Isn't it? Finally, a new weapon. But we don't really have the need for buying weapons at the moment. We're going to heal. And you'll notice that the price has doubled because we've leveled up. So that can become a very big problem later on, is running out of money. This is why I'm trying to make sure that I don't end up in a situation where I lose a character really early on. Because I could screw myself over pretty quickly. So I am planning between episodes to clean the maps up. This will likely go a lot better. Now that I have Fire Move, I can get rid of the wood flies quickly. I'm still not faster though, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, and that's over. So I'm likely not going to try and go for the next floor until I hit level 5. Mostly because, as you've probably noticed, I'm not doing too well against the monsters at this level. I don't know how effective fire is on him. I don't remember it being all that effective. It's good enough. So I have no idea what this actually is. Some people will probably know instantly that how far I've actually gotten into this game before. But I've never been able to open it. I've been probably playing more defensively than normal, but in all honesty, really can't afford things to go south. Oh dear. This may have gone... Yeah. So even if I attempt to escape, I don't have a guarantee in it. Ugh. So I can end up in a really bad situation really quickly if I'm not careful. You may notice that I don't have any healing items. Similar to gear, you unlock it. If I remember correctly, there is a chop spot in front here. Yep. So our daily limit is based on these values here, and I think I've made a mistake with take in the previous episode, and that's what forages later. Ah, oh well. Oh no! Remember how I said the mole was the worst? No, I forgot about this guy. Oh crap. Immediately, front guard, defend, escape, shelter, escape. This guy's gonna wipe me if... Yeah. Oh, thank God. Yeah. He's a rare one, but he is the absolute worst, and I'm gonna run away and heal with my tail between my legs because I'm almost out of TP. I forgot to heal. I remember correctly that Crabclaw thing is specifically weak to lightning or ice. Either way, I don't have a good way of countering it, and my characters do not have enough defense to handle it. You may notice that there's a boost meter building. That allows you to essentially go into a buff state for a short period. But at the moment, we're not maintaining it because we're leaving and resting a lot. But in all honesty, we're probably not strong enough to, survive long enough to build it up. And we should hit level 3. No, because the other guy ran away. At least we got some decent items. So the main thing for the moment is gaining levels and selling off anything that we manage to find. I know we have the dagger unlocked, but honestly, my main goal for the moment is to get access to some decent weapons. Or better weapons. But also I need to save up cash for the moment. Now, mine and take zones and things like that refresh every day. So we can go in, grab items from there, walk out, sell them. Ish. And there's our level up. And so we're now in a much stronger position. Now let's start by getting some of those skills, particularly patch up. That is very useful. I don't think I can use provoke all that brilliantly at the moment, and I am using up a lot of TP. So I might actually take TP for this turn. I know that swords unlock different skills, so I may need to build into that path later, but for the moment, I should look. Yeah, poisoning isn't really worth it at the moment, and I don't need to put more points into take, so I'm going to level whips up to level 2. Defense and speed up. Honestly, having that at a higher level would be great. Should probably take Volt now while I can. Now what, I'll defend. Actually, I should be using my line skill. I know diversifying my elements at the moment isn't a brilliant idea. But as far as things go, I do want to learn all 3 elements. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there is a TP healing spring around somewhere. Over here. This is the thing that's probably weird about Etrian Odyssey compared to some other RPGs, is that even though we've gotten like 3 level ups, we're still having trouble against the starting enemies. And that's just simply due to how tough they can be. So I've still got areas to explore. Hopefully I can finish them up today. This is the TP spot. How am I doing for TP? Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Okay, that... Maybe it's only from putting your hands in the water. Yeah. I'm starting to get stronger and being able to handle these situations better, but I'm still not in a brilliant situation, to be honest. I'm definitely able to survive longer in these trips. Now you'll notice that this area is outside the dot marker on the map, so we don't need to explore it yet. And honestly, I'm not going to worry. All there. Yep, I can't use that skill at the moment. I'm going to have to be aggressive. I likely won't get out of here without ending up in another encounter. And yeah. And with that, we are about, I want to say 80% done with mapping for the first quest. There's about one more section, probably about 12 tiles. No, I don't want to sell that. I'm pretty sure the red fruit is needed for a quest later. I just want to look. Dagger 9. It is better, most certainly. But for right now, probably not. Probably terms slash resistance, extra HP. Honestly, it wouldn't hurt to buy 2 of these for my frontliners because they are taking a beating. So we get a little extra defense and a lot more HP, which is helpful in a lot of ways, and that used up most of our funds. You know what, I'll call it here for the moment, and we'll continue on our escapades and finish up our tutorial section next time. Until then, the death march continues.